Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that.
What it do, what it is. Big boss, cake poke, talk boxing, fucking in my soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last. Good people do, don't have yourself. Caught them in the fire line, baby, matter. Peak game metaphors on what? Swing. Sebastian Fundora is back. He's gonna be back in the ring this weekend against Chordale Booker. He's putting both of his belts on the line. He is the WBC and WBO champion, 154 pounds. Sebastian Fundora has not fought since last year, coming off his gruesome win against Tim Tszyu. And he left that fight with a broken nose, took months to heal, was rumored to fight Errol Spence. But basically the fight fell through. Errol just wasn't mentally ready for that fight. So now he's left for Chordale Booker. So this particular fight, I expect it to be close. Not gonna lie to you. Only reason I say that is because Sebastian Fundora is coming off a layoff. Ring rust plays a factor. And Chordale Booker has been more active. So I do expect it to be a tough, gruesome fight. But I'm still picking Sebastian Fundora to win by unanimous decision. I think Sebastian Fundora is starting to figure out that he's long. Pause. That he's tall. He got the longer reach. So he's able to utilize his reach and utilize his jab. Whereas before, I feel like he fought down to his competition. If a guy's shorter, he'll try to fight on the inside with him. Whereas, now he's starting to see that, hey, I don't have to give up my height with these guys. I can, just fight them from long distance, keep them on the end of my punches, and just, use my jab. So I expect it to be a gruesome fight, only because of the fact of the layoff, right? Ring rust and timing. He got to get his timing back and stuff like that. But I still expect Sebastian Fundora to win this fight by unanimous decision. Now, Sebastian Fundora has went on to say that, after this fight, he'll fight, Virgil Ortiz, Crawford, those type of guys. Xander Zayas. He got his sights on that. Me personally, I would love to see Fundora versus Terence Crawford. I think that's a great fight. But Terence Crawford is rumored to fight Canelo. He's not trying to mess that bag up, so he's sitting down on the sideline waiting for that. And let me just throw this disclaimer here. All y'all talking about Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford picked Canelo because he thinks he can beat him. Terence Crawford picked Canelo because it's the biggest payday and he want to get paid. Let's not get that confused, okay? If Terence Crawford really wanted to be great, he could have ran the gauntlet at 154. There's some great champions down there. Sebastian Fundora, what's his name? Murder Zalev. Nobody want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Some great champions down there. You know what I'm saying? Some great fights for Terence Crawford down there. Erickson Lubin, Jamel Charlo, and the list goes on, bro. Like, it's a lot of Xander Zayas. He making noise. Virgil Ortiz. So it's a lot of great fights down there for Crawford to kind of solidify, his legacy. Like, Crawford has a lot of accolades, right? But his resume is lacking in that area. I'm going to do something like that. Stay tuned. All I'm saying at the end of the day is this. Crawford can run the gauntlet at 54. But Sebastian Fundora, I wouldn't mind seeing Sebastian Fundora versus Xander Zayas. I like that fight. I think Xander Zayas is a very good, crafty young fighter. He just lacks experience. So, we shall see, who Fundora fights. You know what I mean? I kind of, before I was for the Errol Spence versus Sebastian Fundora. Now, I'm kind of like, I don't really too much want to see that fight until Errol come back and fight a tune-up. I think Errol needs a tune-up, in my opinion. I know Errol missed no tune-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I respect that. But it was cool when you was winning, right? Like I say, stuff ain't a problem until it's a problem, right? We just got to keep it 1,000. You know what I mean? Stuff isn't a problem until it becomes a problem. And Errol, you've been out for like 2 years. So I think Earl need to come back to a tune-up. Just do like what Keith Thurman did. Just come back to a tune-up, stop somebody, knock him out, or beat him decisively, and then, you know, on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Then try to go challenge the champions. You know, the Murders Olives, the Crawfords, you know, the Funduras. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think Earl needs to do, in my opinion. But Sebastian Fundora, man, is a tough fight for anybody at 154. You ever notice that anybody that fight that man at 154, they in a war? It ain't no fight where you just come in there, I'm whooping the mess out of him. It's a war. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, look at Fundora versus Edson Lupin, war. Fundora Tim Tszyu, war. Fundora Brian Mendoza. You know, really, he was whooping Brian Mendoza. He just got caught with a shot, and that was it. He got comfortable and got caught. You know what I'm saying? That happens in the sport of boxing. It was kind of like a home run shot. Bah! Boy got dropped, and he couldn't get up. You know what I'm saying? That was it. So, like I said before, Sebastian Fundora, man, is a good, notable name. He's the top guy at 154 right now. And, you know, we shall see, you know, what he holds next if he's able to be victorious against Chordale Booker. But like I said before, he ain't an easy fight for nobody. That's not an easy fight. You know, even if Crawford beat Canelo and then come back down and say, you know what, I want to fight Sebastian Fundora, I'm telling you, that's not no easy fight. That's a fight where Crawford got to bring his chin strap. You know what I mean? He got to bring a lunch pail. He got to bring all that. Because I'm telling you, that man right there a problem. Let them know what y'all think. Boss go.